What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 41, and today we are returning with two big games of our Lions as we take on Middlesbrough away from home and West Ham in the Carabao Cup as well. Before we play these games though, shall we be getting on off camera? So of course, in the last episode, you saw the very long transfer special where we signed 13 players in the postseason, plus the first game of the new season where we lost at home to Southampton by 2-1. I then played several games off camera, both in the league and the Carabao Cup, and I gotta say, we started poorly, we've really pulled it round. We began our run off camera with another defeat, this time away at St James's Park, making it back-to-back defeats to start the league season off. Rhett Kuchar gave us the lead in this game against the Magpies, but a double from Gregoritsch first from the spot, and it was 7 minutes to go. The game winner gave Newcastle the win, and the second goal Gregoritsch scored, by the way, it was so lovely. The way he spanned to control the through ball and then just slotted it past Lunin, the technique, he was like a ballerina. Wonderful footwork, wonderful spin, and a good win there for Newcastle. We did respond and got our first win this season competitively in the next game midweek. We took on Portsmouth away at Fratton Park, and despite trailing 8 minutes in, we turned it around, a brace from Marvin Brito, and also an 8-minute hat-trick from Christian Gutierrez, our new Uruguayan striker. One of the quickest hat-tricks I've seen on FM. Not the quickest I've had, but one of the quickest. 8 minutes in the second half, turned the game basically on its head and beyond all doubt there, as we got the win by 5-1. A great win there against Pompey, and a big win. Following that, though, back-to-back draws in the Premier League. First at home to Norwich, conceding in the 52nd minute in this game through Watkins, and then Clinton Webster giving us the equaliser with 5 minutes to go. More on Webster in a minute, as there's something I want to discuss about him. And another draw at the Den as well, by the same scoreline, 1-1 against Wolves. Trailed in this game as well. We conceded the first goal in quite a few of our games in this run off camera. Diakabi giving Wolves the lead, who today have signed Rui Patricio in real life. How about that for a signing for Wolves? Not bad, that. And we equalised through Gutierrez from the spot 10 minutes after the restart to claim a point. Then a 4-0 defeat away at the Etihad Stadium against Manchester City. John Stones giving them the lead. Then Jake Cooper scored an own goal for us 20 minutes in. Kane got a goal as well 3 minutes before the break for Manchester City, and Sterling completed a rout in stoppage time. So at this point, we'd lost 3 of our opening 5 Premier League games. We'd only picked up 2 points from possible 15 games. Still searching for our first win. I was thinking, when's it going to come? Well, we got another win, this time in the Carabao Cup in the week against Watford by 3-1. Black scoring a brace and Brito scoring as well to give us a big relieving victory after such a horrendous run of form. And then, out of nowhere, well, we've really turned it on. 3 wins in 3 in the Premier League, starting away at Selhurst Park with our first victory in the league. And if we were going to get it, it was great to get it against one of our rival teams, taking on Crystal Palace, newly promoted side for this season. Gutierrez bagging a brace, and the second goal, Christian Gutierrez scored. It was 7 minutes to go. Absolutely fabulous. Just a route one, long ball from Lunin, flicked on by O'Reilly off the bench, and then Gutierrez and a cheeky little chip over the goalkeeper. I don't see many chip goals in FM, so that was really nice, and a big win there as Gutierrez bagged the brace. Then a 3-1 victory against Everton at the Den, our first home win of the season in the Premier League. Delighted with that, because Everton have had a great start season in the game, right now in the top 4, and this is so far the only defeat they've tasted this season. Clinton Webster's goal was superb. Then Gutierrez bagged back-to-back braces to continue his fantastic start to the season. Sadly couldn't get a clean sheet though. Fry scored no goal a minute to go, but the game did finish 3-1, so delighted with that win. And then our final game off camera, another win, 9 points from 9, a 2-0 victory over Watford, as Rhett Kuchar said, "Don't forget about me, I was top scorer last season," bagging a brace and giving us the 3 points there to end what has been a very successful, surprising run of form, because considering the start we had to the season, just 2 points picked up from 15 in the league, I was really concerned that we were going to be staying in the relegation zone until Christmas, with such a tough run of fixtures to come around November, December time. But instead we picked it up, and that's why right now, as you can see in the Premier League, we've moved all the way up to 11th place, with our 3 wins coming in our last 3 games. So yeah, you might sit there and think it's been a good start to the season. 11 goals scored, 11 goals conceded as well, so 0 on the golden record right now, and 3 wins from our first 8 games. But really, it's just been in It's just been in recent weeks. We started off very poorly indeed. We're in the relegation zone. We've really picked it up in these last 3 weeks with 3 wins in 3, and that's why we've shot up the table to 11th place already, and I'm absolutely loving that. So yeah, 2 big games today. Again, Middlesbrough away at the Riverside Stadium, who they haven't had a bad start season either, out of the relegation zone right now. And then West Ham in the Carabao Cup. And when that draw was made for the 4th round, I just knew it was going to be West Ham. We've had so many meetings with them against them already. Of course, took them on the semi-finals last year on our way to reaching the final. We got a great rivalry of West Ham in the series right now, and I'm really liking it. It's great to see both teams progressing nicely, and it's just really, really fun. So, yeah, 2 big games today, and let's just dive straight into it. And one brief thing on Webster, by the way. In the last episode, I forgot to talk about the World Cup, but I did show a screenshot in the description for you for what happened. Webster actually got cut out of the 23-man squad, but I totally forgot to tell you that in the last episode. He made a provisional squad, but got cut out of the final 23, but did get his first cap, I think it was a couple of weeks ago on the international duty, so delighted about that. Webster, our first player at the academy to get capped for England, and that was great. Even if he missed the World Cup, his good start to the season saw Southgate give him his first start in an England shirt, or first appearance, he came off the bench. Anyway, let's get to the game then. It's Middlesbrough away to Riverside Stadium as we look for our 4th straight win in the Premier League. Come on, you Lions. Now, we're starting with a 4-4-2, and I know you've probably got your head in the hands right now thinking, what on earth are you doing, man? The 4-4-2 doesn't work anymore. Well, our last 3 wins have come with a 4-4-2, so maybe it's starting to come good again. How much do you want to bet we lose this game 5-0? And this will be our team for the game. Right now on the injury report, 2 players out, Willock's out, and Enzo's had a very poor start to the season, is also out as well. So this is our lineup then. Lunin in goal, back for Ben Chilwell, Kareem Rakik, Dale Fry, and James Breen in midfield. We've got Menji on the left, Webster on the right, and in the middle, Koulibaly and O'Reilly. Our club record signings had a decent start to the season, 2 assists in 4 games and 1 man a match as well. And out together, Gutierrez, our main man so far, 5 goals in the Premier League, and Marek Kuchar as well. And on the bench, Woodman, Cooper, Ahumada, The Dream, Umar, Brito, and John Black as well. So first game's the Borough. Let's continue our good run of form. Come on, you Lions. Speaking of England, I am making this episode this afternoon, but of course you'll be seeing it after the game tonight. And I'm looking forward to it. You know, obviously the World Cup so far has been absolutely fantastic. I've been watching the Belgian game, having it on in the background, and I got to say, there's been some fabulous goals. Mertens just scored a wonderful goal, and there's been some fabulous goals in the World Cup already. And long may it continue. I'm looking forward to the game tonight as well. And, you know, hopefully England can get the win and start the group campaign off with the 3 points. Anyway, hopefully we can get the 3 points here and continue our good run of form. So, first highlight falls 5 minutes in as Menji controls a long kick by Lunin to find Gutierrez here down left-hand side. Our player of the season so far, whipping it across, and Kuchar off the woodwork and then cleared off the line by Lenihan. A little bit of a scramble there as Marek just couldn't turn it in for his 3rd in 2, but still 0-0. But that's the start we want to see. I've got to say, we're playing some good football right now, and we're scoring quite a few goals as well, and based on our start of the season, this is a surprise, but it's a welcome sight to see. And as the highlights continue, it's a long one here as Barnes goes down the right hand side for the Borough, tries to cross and does. Chilwell clears, but oh, what a goal by Sumner, and a new gen / regen gives the Borough the lead there. We just hit the woodwork, the highlight continued, and the Borough got up the other end and get themselves in front, and what a goal it was. Barnes down the right hand side of a nice little run there, going at his man, trying to win the ball into the centre, cleared away temporarily, but the first time, half volley into the bottom corner. I was talking about nice goals in the World Cup, but that's a nice goal in this FM save. Wonderful little strike, 1-0 to the Borough, and they take the lead early. You know why we're losing, right? It's the 4-4-2. It's the 4-4-2. It doesn't work on camera. It might work off camera. We might get the results off camera with it, but certainly not on camera. Should have gone back to the 5-3-2, but wonderful goal that, trailing by 1. And as we approach the break, we've not played badly. We've hit the woodwork. We've done okay in terms of the stats, but as we are behind, we need a response. Let's see if we can find one here. Kuchar on the ball, looks to find Webster down the right-hand side, and Clinton now looks to run at his man and cross. In it goes. Gutierrez is there off the crossbar and behind for a goal kick. Twice we've hit the woodwork now. Still 1-0. Just need to squeeze it in, get back on level terms and try and turn this game on its head. Come on. Here we come again. O'Reilly towards Clinton down the right-hand side. He's played well this season. Webster, great cross, and there is the man of the moment, Christian Gutierrez, with the finish, making it 1-1. These 2 players have been our players of the season so far. So great to see them combined for our equaliser, and I think it's no less than we deserve as well. Matty out wide towards Clinton, down that right. Lovely control on the chest, lovely ball across the ground, and there is Gutierrez, who I've got to say is really impressing me. I was concerned by his lack of good finishing ability. Only 12, I think it is right now. I always look for like 15 for finishing off the ball minimum for my strikers, but he's banging them in. 6 goals in the Premier League already. Our best player of the season so far. Just made a double change here. The Dream and Brito are coming on for O'Reilly and Kuchar, as we're still tied at 1-1. There's been absolutely nothing to report in the second half. The first half was brilliant. The second half's been nothing whatsoever going on. And it does seem as though the game is going to finish there. But I'll take the point, to be fair, because that'll be 5 games in all competitions in a row undefeated. And it will be 10 points picked up for a possible 12. Oh, Luna with the save there. And thank God for that. It was a clear-cut chance, and I almost totally jinxed it, as I so often do. Oh no, Gutierrez, no! Just seeing Gutierrez picked up a knock, as that should do it for the game. Ben Gibson heads away that corner, and that is the last thing we need right now. Everything, this happens so often for me in FM. Everything's going well, finally, and then like one of the worst things that can happen straight afterwards. Hopefully, that's not too big of an injury for Gutierrez. I think it would just be a little knock. I'm going to say to the boys, unlucky, it just wasn't our day. We switched up a couple of players, but I think I'll individually criticise the defence. We haven't really done too well on the defensive end this season, but we shall take the point. It's 10 points for possible 12. It's a decent point there against a side who haven't played too bad this season. And for Gutierrez, yeah, just a few days, we can cope with that. And thank goodness as well, because we can't cope without him. And so, as we're going to jump into the second game of today's episode, it is West Ham at home in the Carabao Cup. And despite reaching the final last season, now in a really good cup run, I am going to feel the weakened side for the game, because we've got West Ham again in just 4 days' time in a much bigger clash in the Premier League away from home. And it'll be fun to have a good Carabao Cup run again, but I'm way more focused on the Premier League and making sure the Lions can stay in the division. So we'll stick with the 4-4-2 for the game. We'll keep on using it until we lose, which will most likely happen tonight, because we've got a weakened lineup out there, and we'll see how the boys can get on. So this will be our team for the game. Then it's a very weak lineup. It's a fully rotated side. We've got Freddie in goal, back for a Jada Silva, the captain, Hutchinson, Cooper, and Ahumada at right back. Ahumada, I love saying it like that. Ahumada. One thing I can't do is the Rodriguez, the rolling of the tongue, but I can do the Ahumada. I know what I'm doing. Midfield 4 is Wallace on the left, Abdul Kadir on the right, and in the middle, Danny Drinkwater and Dobby. And that was all together with John Black and Marvin Brito, who are struggling to get into the first team this season due to the good form of Christian Gutierrez. On the bench, Forster, Yannick Vergers, Marlon Romeo, the Dream, Dimitri Payet, who we've barely seen this season and will barely see this season, Shane Ferguson, and Jerome Sinclair as well. So, second and final game, it's West Ham away. Let's see if we can get the win and progress the next round. Come on, you Lions. Obviously, we are in good form to come into the game. We've won 4 of our last 5, run defeated in our last 5 as well. But due to the weakness of our lineup, due to how weak our lineup is, it's highly unlikely we're getting through tonight against a very good West Ham side. And already, they have gone a goal up, and it was Lo Celso with the assist, giving it to Nuno Santos, and West Ham take the lead. Lo Celso is so good in FM, man. Wallace heads away to corner, but only 2 Lo Celso, and a wonderful cross into the box. Nuno Santos totally unmarked there. Then he was supposed to be marking him, but he totally let him go. And it's a simple finish as well. So already 1-0 down, and West Ham in front, as we expected. If we lose this game tonight and go out here at the Den, but then we win away from home against them on Sunday in the Premier League, that's fine. In fact, that's more than fine for me. I would take that any day of the week, because again, staying in the Premier League and keeping our heads above water is the most important thing for the Lions. If we go on a Carabao Cup run like we did last season, that's great. If we can reach the final again, that would be amazing. But it's not something I care too much about at all. Just staying in the Premier League, that is the top, if not the sole priority heading into our second season in the top flight. Just making sure we stay in the top tier is what we need to do. Because if we go down, then the series is basically over, right? So got to make sure we stay in this Premier League as Nuno Santos makes it 2-0. And you know what? This was definitely going to happen tonight. We knew with this weak lineup, despite the good form, we were going to get torn apart by a very good side, and we're 2-0 down already 20 minutes in, and we're definitely going to lose. But again, if we go out tonight, we beat them on Sunday, it'll be worth it. It'll be the sacrifice of our good form, but for good reason. Good cross to the centre, but it should have been cut out there by Drinkwater, or I think it's Hutchinson there. 1-2 should have got it away. Danny probably thought he was still playing for West Ham. Thought, I'll just dummy it and I'll let Nuno Santos finish it. Anyway, 2-0, and we're going out tonight. That was always going to happen. Or maybe my defeatist mentality was just reverse psychology, because here we come, our first chance of the game. Drinkwater towards Jada Silva, in behind his man, crosses, Marvin's there, heads over the bar, still 2-0. Should have at least hit the target there. Could be another chance here for the Lions, Abdul Kadir to John Black. Black out wide towards our new winger down his right hand side who crosses. Black is there and he's headed it wide the post. Well, 2 very good chances for our 2 strikers who need to use this sort of game and as an opportunity to get some more first team football, and they failed to hit the target with basically 3 headers. And as we're approaching the closing stage of the game, we're still trailing by 2. There is a highlight for West Ham here to possibly go 3 goals to the good, which will really make me a little bit frustrated, because it should have been 3-0. But Freddie fumbled it, and thankfully West Ham can capitalise. But actually, when you look at the stats, the reason I'm frustrated is because we actually have played just as good as West Ham. Maybe not in the possession stat, but we've had more shots than them, the same amount on target. The problem was we just didn't take our chances, whereas West Ham did. They were more clinical, and that's why they get the win, and they are through to the next round. But how different things could have been had Marvin and John taken those chances in the first half, despite us still trailing by 2 at that point. We do lose 2-0. That's the final score. I'll say it wasn't good enough. We motivated most of the players, apart from a couple. And yeah, frustrating. The Carabao Cup run-ins there, the good run of form ends there, and this is just a 4-4-2. I don't believe this, man. Like, off camera, the 4-4-2 works. On camera, we can't win a game with it. So you best believe in the next game against West Ham, we're probably going 5-3-2. That'll be away from home, and hopefully we'll respond and get the win. But like I said, I'm fine sacrificing our run in the Carabao Cup if we can get the win against the Hammers on the weekend. But that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. We shall return in the very next episode with games against should we come back slightly early or play a few games off camera and then come back for perhaps an Arsenal-Chelsea double? Now that would be very tough. We've got West Brom at home there perhaps, and then maybe Arsenal away as well in midweek. That's not a bad little double header there. That would be West Brom at home then and Arsenal away, or Arsenal away and Chelsea home. Probably the latter, because I like that idea of that two London derbies there. But yeah, we'll probably come up for that one in Arsenal away and Chelsea home in the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Have an awesome night. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon. Bye.